This thing should not have lasted 3 weeks.
Mayor Jim Watson telling the commission that the city should have received help sooner from the province and federal government with limited Ottawa police officers at the scene.
Once you get down to 100, spread over 3 shifts of 8 hours a day, it's not a lot of officers. And so while we appreciate it every time we saw a Mountie or we saw an OPP officer, we needed the large number of 1,800 to get this situation under control and kick these yahoos out of our city.
Watson saying as the weeks went on, he was growing impatient. According to a transcript and summary of a February 8th phone call with the Prime Minister, Watson expressed frustration that Premier Doug Ford wasn't helping.
And the Prime Minister says, have they, province, indicated that they will be there at 4:30? You say, it's been set up by Bill's office. Sylvia Jones is the name on it. She has been disingenuous, saying there are 1,400 OPP, but that's not true.
He felt that we needed to continue to put pressure on the OPP and the province, not the OPP, but the province, to get the OPP to come in good numbers, just as they did in Windsor.
Mayor Watson comparing the situation in his city to the border protest in Windsor that was wrapped up quickly due to the large police presence from OPP and RCMP.
We needed both of those police services on board in order to move in. The police from Ottawa could not do it on their own, and having 50 OPP and another 50 or 100 RCMP was not going to cut it.
In this phone call with Trudeau, the Prime Minister is then quoted blaming Premier Doug Ford.
And he says, but Doug Ford has been hiding from his responsibility on it for political reasons, as you highlighted. And important that we don't let them get away from that. And we intend to support you on that.
Watson saying Ford was not taking part in a number of planning discussions.
He didn't necessarily want to wear the situation because he felt that it was very much the responsibility of the Ottawa Police Service. And I fundamentally disagreed with him. I said, of course, they're the lead police service. They have that legal jurisdiction, but we need the help of the other 2 orders of government with police officers.
The outgoing mayor also admitting that all 3 levels of government and police did not respond quickly enough. Why
were so many vehicles allowed to enter what I consider the most significant historic street in the country? Why the roads were not blocked off when we started to see an increase in the number of trucks coming down the street and parking on King Edward? And I think almost every Canadian has that same question. Why were these allowed to happen? I think this thing came about and it just kept growing and growing, and we collectively, all 3 orders of government and the police, did not respond quick enough. And we allowed that major street and bled into the residential streets to be taken over by a group of people that had no respect for the law and no respect for the people of our city.